Big question, but I have a big answer. Meaning is about compassion.
Denne uge i Netto, blandt andet Breakfast from Bells. Havregryn 6 kroner. BKI formalet kaffe 25 kroner. Gælder til og med fredag den 14. juni. Gå i Netto.
Simplest dating. Simplest dating advice you'll ever need in your life, but most of you won't listen because you guys like to argue. That person that has inconsistent communication with you just doesn't like you that much. That person that ghosted you isn't a bad person. They just became uninterested or found someone else. Move on, find someone else to text you. If your partner cheated on you, leave them. And if you don't leave them, which most of you won't because most of you lack standards and self-respect, shut up about it, stop hanging it over their head, and learn how to work through it together. Or else, move on. If a man does not want to pay all your bills and wants to go 50-50, that doesn't make him a bum, that doesn't make him a bad guy, that doesn't make him a little boy. He's still a man, just a man with different interests and goals in life. Go find you someone who will. There's 8 billion people in the world, I promise you can find one. Men aren't shit, your standards are. You attract what you are, so maybe it's time to do some self-reflection. Most men under 30 don't have their shit together, and that's okay. Stop letting social media fill up your head with these unrealistic standards.
This makes the world go round.
Oh, thanks. I don't think I've ever taken money before. I've got to go find someone who actually needs it.
Can we pat him or no?
Unfortunately not.
No,
We're in training.
No, it's okay.
I appreciate you asking,
we always
though.
ask, though.
Of course.
Because we're trying to teach her that she has to like smell and.
On TikTok? Yeah, on everything. YouTube, TikTok.
I follow you.
Do you?
I'm so impressed. This is so exciting to me.
Oh.
I live in New Jersey. I'm
Okay.
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I said, oh my God, I follow them. I have a 9-month-old lab.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I am just like, I love what you do. I
thank you.
Cross between your legs.
Yeah. So when you say weave, put the right foot forward.
Okay.
All right.
I don't have to say your name.
No, just the weave.
Wait.
And then left leg. There you go. Right leg. Right leg.
I'm too short.
All right. You can try. You want to try?
Sure.
Yeah.
Such a pleasure.
It was nice to meet you. What's your name?
Beth.
Beth. All right.
Mama Mooser.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Weave. Yeah.
Weave.
That was good.
I swear y'all always got something to be mad at. I see no good reason why an actor of any race can't play any historical figure. It's acting.
Spare helt.
Imagine a train is coming towards you. What do? I said I get in my helicopter and fly away. He said, where did you get the helicopter from? I said the same fucking place you got that train.
A century ago, a pioneer archaeologist claimed he'd found the site of Troy. But while the public was satisfied, the experts were not. They said it was impossible to match the clues in the ground with a story that may only be fantasy. Now, a team of archaeologists has returned to the
spoke English because it was universal, no? English were taught English, no? So everybody spoke one language.
Very nice.
Through a partnership with WWF, we continue to finance.
랑아, 나랑 같이 갈래? 어디? 내가
2,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later, day 2, day 3, day 4, a few moments later, 1 eternity later, 2,000 years later.
Gone through this,
because you have to give this to the poor. I said, Mom, the poor are not going to wear my transparent V-neck Guess top with diamonds on it, because if they wear it, they will feel poorer than they are. They need proper clothes. Can we please throw this away? Are you going to promise me you're going to throw this away? She said, okay, I will throw away. Give it to me. So I brought Rishi to meet my family in India, right? And I was standing there and meeting the entire village. My parents were there. And from far, I saw this uncle walking towards us, wearing this transparent Guess diamond-studded V-neck top, coming to say hi to all of us. So my mom did not throw those clothes lah. Now there's one village in India wearing half my clothes, and most of them are men, sparking controversy. They are not gay.
With the polyhedron sticking out, doesn't it? Oh, fuck! It is the town! You're in a garden, and two giant children are there, surprised that their doll has come to life. The town, everyone in it, and the plague are just an imaginary story told by two kids in a sandbox. They tell you you're a toy, and you can complain about your fate and how unfair being not real is at them, but it's all futile. You can't change anything. They're kids playing God, and you were their imaginary friend, a doll who briefly got to question
brows depose grain relief and the right peasant up the most effective. Yang Yu was not. He ordered many thousands of Qin soldiers to be
through. You get
revolts of the provincial, fugitive, bandit, rebel, common soldier, general.
Because it doesn't get any bigger. Don't look at that plant. That's CGI. It's not real. First step in A2M is making a drainage layer, and then charcoal and soil because I said so. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adding plants or rocks. Rocks can be a plant, I think. And then moss, because similar to rocks, they don't do anything. What is doing something is this baby begonia, because it makes me so damn happy. Then once I water this terrain, it's going to be good to go. And if the baby begonia gets too big, I'll just kick him out and send him to community college.
Yes, come on. You can see that she really wants to try, she's really curious, but not willing to go over her fears. Now, I'm going to immediately switch to my method, just to show you guys how that works. And basically, this is for everything that my dogs are ever afraid of. When I get them, to get them desensitized to those things, I'm going to apply pressure release and negotiate with the dog. I'm going to be very assertive and very direct, so that they understand when I say let's go, they can come with me, they don't have to fear anything. They can have total trust in me. So, whenever she doesn't want to come up, I'm going to apply a little pressure. So she's already responding to that. And you see that she's going to fight it. So what I'm going to do, see how I've released, give her a couple seconds to teach because she's new and not trained. And I'm just going to set Owen free because I know he's great with other dogs. He's just going to be really excited to meet a new dog. And he has never seen her, of course, so he's going to be checking her out. And I would just, what I'm going to do, see how I've released, give her a couple seconds to be checking her out.
Transferred to the facility as an example of government action against a population ever. So I guess I need to talk about that now. And this is your final warning. Click off if you don't want to hear about it, and I don't blame you. So let's start with how the prisoners got to the facility in the first place. As mentioned, the majority of the subjects were people from the Chinese mainland. While the majority of these were Chinese people, there were also several Russians and Mongolians and Koreans who were captured as well as several Japanese political prisoners who were transferred to the facility as well. They would be transported to the front of the facility in a vehicle that had no windows, so that if there ever was an escape, so they could look at how the fetus was developing. And in other cases, the women were effectively used as a breeding stock so that the researchers could have a fresh batch of infants for several of their tests, like the hypothermia test as mentioned earlier. And you know what gets me about it? Like, I've looked at so many disturbing things. As a matter of fact, I knew a lot about Unit 731 because I covered it on the disturbing movie Iceberg. There is a film that I should have looked up before I started recording. There's two of them. There's Philosophy of a Knife, which I talked about in the disturbing movie Iceberg, and Men Behind the Sun. Both of them go into graphic detail about what happened at Unit 731. So I had seen those, so I'm like,